Good Thursday, middle of the day, evening to everybody.
Depending on where you're at.
That's right. True. We can't get into time zones, so that turns into a whole thing. Drunken Squirrel, Crocodile, good to see you both. Happy Thursday. It is podcast time. For us, it's 3:30. For some people, it's 2:30. For some, it's 5:30. Depending on where you are in the world or whatever. Or if you're watching this in archive format, it could be 3 a.m.
Yeah.
And you were just lonely.
Definitely not. That's right. Thank you, Rob Thomas.
Anyway, if you are new here, if this is your first time pod, I'm Andrew.
And I'm Keith.
And we are about beverages. And we, shockingly, as the name states, we're going to talk about some beverages today, along with a whole other host of things. We've got a Super Bowl this weekend. We have the passing of Virginia McCaskey. I'm assuming that's why you're wearing that today.
Oh. No.
Is that actually you did that completely by accident?
I did this because it's one of the two football shirts I own. And so I think we could go back to the beginning of the football season, which could be the draft. I guess you could go to
definitely
opening
did do a
night.
draft episode.
We did a draft episode. I probably wore the same shirt.
Okay.
So I thought I'd just tie things together by wearing one of two pairs of football paraphernalia that I have,
okay.
or one of two pieces. Matchbox 20. I couldn't think of that name in the moment.
Oh, there you go.
Well, I think it was Rob Thomas.
Yeah.
I thought of it a minute or two ago, but that was the first time I could sneak it in there. But no, I did not know that she passed.
She passed away today, 102 years old.
Wow.
Like I said, obviously lived a very good life. Lots of good stories I saw today about it sounded like her and the whole family in general. But like I said, I saw Peanut Tillman being interviewed and just a lot of other different former players talking about how nice she was to them, how kind she was, and that kind of thing. So
that's good.
Lots of good things. To hear. And you can't beat her last birthday and last football game she saw of the team that she was heading over was a victory over the Packers.
That was on her birthday.
And it was on her birthday.
Wow, what a present!
She turned 102. And so that is her last
and Green
memory
Bay gave her
as
that
she
gift.
went up to the heavens, if you believe in that sort of thing. But yeah, nice. Like I said, so anyway. But yeah, lots of different things to talk about today, including your love of if you just randomly say Siri, all of a sudden your phone goes crazy. Is that what we're...
Actually, I said Surrey-bot.
Oh, it didn't do it.
Didn't do it this time. So.
Okay.
Maybe I didn't say it right.
I've had that happen randomly. All of a sudden, I'll just because now I have the new one where it's the AI on the 15 and up or whatever.
Oh, okay.
It does the little lighting around the thing, like the way the Siri thing looks.
Oh.
No? You haven't done that?
No, I don't. Well, I have a 13, so.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I don't have that. I don't have a 15 and up.
Okay. Greetings, Bevy Brothers. Greetings, Baker.
Greetings,
how are you?
Baker.
Good to see you. Crocodile, I could not actually open up the link you sent in Discord. It was behind a paywall. But I'm assuming it was about that you were going to be on your way to go get some Pliny the Younger this weekend, possibly, that it was being released into the world.
We'll pay for that.
Yeah, I mean, if you want to ship a bottle to us, talk. Let's talk afterwards.
There's a few extra bucks in it for you too.
Yeah, exactly.
We'll sweeten the pot.
We'll definitely make it worth your while. That would be cool. But again, no pressure. No pressure. I at least want your review if it's good this year, because you said last year it actually wasn't so good.
Oh, okay.
You said it was okay. Good afternoon, evening, chat, and Brothers Beardley. The Brothers Beardley.
Yeah, this guy more so than me. I'm pulling it back.
When are you going to let it get bushy out there?
As soon as it stops being white.
Ah, okay. You could fix that.
Yes.
Exclamation point lurk to drinks with buds.
All right.
Drinks with buds.
Let's
do it. Should we break out the drinks?
Let's do it. Yeah, let's have drinks with buds.
So we have switched up the order, correct? So you want to do the amber first?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay. So
we debated. We had heated discussion on this.
Were you warm when we said it? We weren't that.
No. I'm just kidding.
We arm wrestle over the order of the beers.
We're like, what do you want to do? I said, well, maybe this, maybe that. I was thinking that. Now let's do this.
Yeah,
that's about as heated as it got.
Yeah, I'm going to have Santa's beard. This is Ranch Hand Brewing. This is their just amber ale. Ranch Hand.
I was going to say
it's
just a very simple, basic, easy name. Yes,
but it does have hops in it though.
It should.
So it's not your typical, like when I think of an amber ale, usually I think of something fairly bland. I think of a Dos Equis Amber. I think of something like that. I don't initially always think of, hoppiness to it. I don't know how much hoppy this is going to be. We'll find out.
Well, I wonder if it's like, because Dragoon's Amber is good. That's got some, but the malt is should be the star.
It should be, yeah.
So, but you never know.
5.4%, 16 fluid ounces, and this costs roughly
$2.50.
Okay.
I think it's $10 for a 4-pack. But the other cool thing about this is the reason why we chose this over another beer, actually by the same brewery, of the second beer that we're going to have is because this was canned on Andrew's birthday this year, not his actual birthday.
Yeah, thankfully.
And that would have been really long. But January.
Just be air in here.
Yeah, the 28th. So a little over a week ago. So this is very fresh.
Very, very fresh.
Which explains why when I ordered this last week, it did not show up.
It's not ready.
They're not. It's not ready.
We're not done.
This week they don't have it. So.
Oh, you're going to have Santa's beard. Oh, okay. Is that actually a beer name? That could be.
Santa's beard.
That does it. Great Odin's Raven.
I love that color.
That is clear too.
Clear, that brownish red.
Yeah, it doesn't look as much on camera, but it is much more toward like reddish, kind of a deep mahogany.
And nice. Yeah, that's true. A lot of Ron Burgundy references to start out. Rich mahogany.
Have you decided who you're rooting for in the big game this weekend, or do you care? Just want a good game?
I'm rooting for my money.
Oh, I have. Where has the money been placed?
My money has dwindled rapidly.
You were at a good high streak for a while.
I was, but those high streaks. That's why Vegas never loses. Never lose. They might lose big chunks here and there, but overall, they're not in business to go out of business, and they don't go out of business.
Chunks is my dog.
Yeah. I will root for a good game. I will root for the props that I have money on to win. I do feel.
Oh, your beard is turning from red to chatter white. Okay, to chatter white. Good Destiny reference. I like that.
I think the Eagles are going to win.
But I don't know. Obviously, like I said, until the Chiefs lose, I would never bet against them.
That's the thing.
I hope the Eagles win because something different. I like Saquon Barkley.
Yeah, that's his birthday.
On the Super Bowl Sunday?
Yeah.
No way.
That's what they're talking about.
Okay.
He could score a touchdown on his actual birthday. So,
Sam, how's it going? Well, if it isn't the Bevy Brothers, hope you're doing well. We are doing well, Sam. It is good to see you.
Yeah.
Good to see you. We're just enjoying our first beer of the evening, first of two.
One?
We watched another episode of Severance this week.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
I am wondering if I think I can ask a question without you giving anything away.
Let's see if I remember, because it has been a couple of years.
So no, this is more speculation. So this is early on. They haven't really showed anything. They always talk about we have people leave at different times so that so that your outie doesn't see your innie, so that they don't cross, or the outies, or they don't see each other. There's no crossover with being in the outside world and you see the other person that you work with in there, because that probably causes some issue with the whole implant and all that kind of stuff. But in the housing project, so he literally lives next to his boss, who he doesn't realize is his boss.
Oh, right.
Because they're always talking. But there was something the other day when something was going on and there was a conversation in the third episode. And I was like, oh, is she not severed? Maybe is upper management not severed? I don't know if they've explicitly said that, or you should just get that. Like I said, but because she goes over there and she, finds the book that was tried to be left for him for his birthday or whatever. And then she's walking around the house and Petey was hiding and there's all that kind of stuff going on. But then she takes a call from work and talks to someone at work and then winds up going in. I was like, oh, okay. So she actually almost playing a character, living a double life, because she's there to keep an eye on him, not only at work, but also out of work. And they're probably in theory, in my head, they're I don't even know if what they're doing actually has any necessity. It almost feels like they are just part of a larger lab rat experiment. That's what's in my head as I'm watching this show. I'm like, okay, they're not, because they do a whole thing about oh, you're looking for the numbers and you're helping out with this, but you don't really know what you're doing, but you need to do this job. And it's is that just the MacGuffin of the whole thing? But the actual thing is we are running this experiment to see if we can split people's minds and personalities for some other reason, not necessarily this government, whatever. I don't even know it's government, but this business work.
Right.
And then it's so then they have to monitor them at all times, and they're, kind of checking and watching. I like it when anytime they do a phone call with oh, you have a call with the upper office, and it's just the voice box. It's this little box whenever they talk with upper management.
Okay.
When they go into her office, there's this little speaker box.
Yeah.
And they're sitting there.
Oh, yeah.
And 20 seconds go by and they're they wanted you to speak first. Oh, and then she says her little thing, and then I don't even know if anything, and then she starts to talk about it again. They're oh, they left, the meeting's over. And then just I was that is so much of it is such deep thought on, perception of that, work culture and office life and all that kind of stuff. But that was my bigger thought. I was okay, I wonder if that's what this is going to turn into at some point. That it's, not, they're not actually doing anything of substance. What they're doing is they're part of this other thing that they don't realize.
I think that's what it is. But you're always way smarter and more perceptive on these things than I have. I need people like you to explain things to me. I'm like, why did I like that? Here's why you liked it, because this is what happened. Oh, that's it. So then
that's why I love that guy
understand.
on YouTube that I watched, that Rick Beato. He does the What Makes This Song Great. Have I ever sent you any of his videos?
No, I don't think so.
Yeah, he's this older kind of like record producer guy. Or older, he's probably like either he might be right in between our ages, to be honest with you, even though he's got white hair. He just looks kind of older because of his look. But he hasn't done it as many lately, but he does a lot of different videos. One of them he used to do is called What Makes This Song Great. And a lot of, it's like sometimes he would do anything. It could be Nirvana's Smells Like Teen Spirit or never, some song off of there. But then it could all be back to Gordon Lightfoot. Like, You Can Read My Mind. Why is this song? It's like, okay, he does this chord change here. And in doing that, he goes to the minor, which makes this go. But then you see his voice goes up to the. So it's all those kind of breakdowns of like why that meshes together to make this sound that is. Yeah, it's really interesting. And he's got it, broken down on his computer where then he'll just play the track he's talking about. Like, okay, and here's what the bass line's doing. And you can just hear that. And you'll hear the bass line is doing this. And he'll be like, and then he brings in these chords. And then and then he'll also play stuff on the guitar because he's a musician as well.
That's cool.
It's a really neat show that he used to do. And like I said, I don't know if I've seen it as mainly, but he also does a lot of interviews too. Like he's interviewed Maynard like a couple times and stuff like that. He recently
does he have like a podcast or anything?
I don't know. I think it's all on YouTube. Like these artists, because he's interviewed. I can't remember who else, but he's interviewed a lot of artists, and those are sometimes like an hour and a half. The other little things are like maybe 15 or 20 minutes.
No, that sounds cool. I love that kind of stuff. That's why I like it so much. Yeah.
Oh, because they don't play shitty.
Yeah.
Oh, he played good. He write more better.
Words make sense.
Yeah, exactly.
Think you.
This is good. Just a little light bitterness. You've got that kind of natural, like malty kind of tang in there. That's nice. Like I said, with an amber, this is good.
It does. It has that. It does have the hop come through, but the malt is the star. But it's light. And a little bitterness. It's mouth-watering, actually. Yeah, a little bitterness.
Yeah, a little salty. Yeah.
Only 5.4, so relatively sessionable almost. Mm-hmm. Not by definition, but by some people's terms. And but yeah, that's smooth. A guy I work with today, I said, we got the ranch hand in. It's only a little over a week, and he's like, I still like ambers, and I said, they're not my favorite, but I like them to add punctuation marks, give me spaces and little breaks from the other stuff that I like. I'm not choosing them often, but
a little bit of a palate refresher to some extent. Yeah.
And there are some good ones out there. Sometimes it's a better pairing maybe for what you're eating, or or it's super fresh and you've just got to try it.
Do you think we're missing any of the subtle notes because of the age?
Yeah. Well, some of it's probably dissipated. Yeah.
If we'd only gotten it at 2 days.
Over 9 days.
You've had this. Yeah. You've had this since it was released. Actually, when did they deliver it in comparison to when it was?
It was delivered yesterday.
Oh, okay. I thought it was okay. I thought. Well, I mean, that's still very quick. For some reason, I was like, yeah, I grabbed it on the 29th. I was like, holy.
The 28th was Tuesday. Yep. That's when they canned it. We should have gotten we get our delivery from this distributor on Wednesday. So obviously
that was too quick.
So then there must have been a couple of days, and then so the next time that came around was yesterday, Wednesday.
Okay.
So yeah.
He loves it. You can read my mind. He's so much. Okay, Mom has actually seen him too.
All right.
Baker has seen them, so that works out then. So someone, I think, did I actually send that to you at some point? Probably. That's probably the case.
If you could read my mind.
Have you watched anything new this week? Anything interesting?
Nothing new. We're continuing on Brooklyn Nine-Nine still.
Okay.
We're in season 5. We just saw the episode where the two he proposed, which was really cool on the Halloween.
Oh yeah,
on the belt. That was really sweet. And then the Thanksgiving episode where her parents bring over a turkey. Jimmy Smits is her dad.
Oh yeah.
And what's his name? He's from Up or from Get Out. Bradley Whitford is his dad, and they're both carving the turkey. He's like, I just cut off my thumb, and I was like, oh my god, I was like, they really leaned into that. But that episode was funny because they were trying to get them to get along, and they're like, before there was some magic potion that when you took it, it made you talk, and then they're like, who wants wine? And then it went into the rum, and then they're like, oh my god, who would have thought alcohol could could go so bad because then they started, knocking heads.
Started fighting.
But it was good. Very good.
Planty, how's it going? Good to see you. Mills,
Planty.
good to see you as well. Watched a good documentary on Mike Mignola, creator of Hellboy, on Amazon. Good insight to comics in the 80s and 90s. Ooh, I'll have to look for that. That's on Amazon Prime, I'm assuming. Did we talk about last week that I did finish Arcane, or was that I was about to finish Arcane?
You were about to, and you said unless they mess up, you're going to like it more than season 1.
Yes, I finished it.
And
it was good. Yeah, I liked it more than season 1 for sure. Yeah, no, it was really good. It was great. Very heartfelt.
Jace had a heck of a
ending.
Journey in that.
Yeah, he did. I mean, like literally, like carrying his problems up the mountain and the hill and going up there, and Victor and like I said, all of his stuff, and their kind of relationship / almost love, romance to some extent.
And of course, Vi and Kate.
Vi and Caitlin, I know, exactly. I mean, I guess a water pipe is good as any, I suppose.
Their love / romance.
Exactly. The scissoring happened. Doing all right. Just finished shoveling. Did you guys get snow and ice today, Planty? Damn, Planty. But yeah, it was excellent. I thought the music from the season was fantastic. I thought the actual artists that they brought in to do original songs, I thought those fit even better. I like those a lot. Like, it was wonderful. Like I said, it's definitely a show I could see watching again at some point. Like I said, I was telling Rachel she should watch it as well. So had all day to settle, so it was heavy. Damn it. I know you said Justin was sick, but get out there and shovel, man. Amazon Prime, it was also interesting that his wife was on board with leaving DC and starting his own book with Dark Horse. She was just on board the horse, though.
Yeah, on board. On board the Dark Horse.
On board the Dark Horse.
If you want to ride.
That's a good question, Baker. Is shoveling okay with your bad angle? That's what I'm saying. Exactly.
Baker's on it. She knows what's going on.
So now we've had 2 things from them, correct? On the podcast?
Yes.
Okay.
We had their microburst hazy, which was also super fresh when I brought it over. And that was very good. That was that's I think $12 for the 4-pack. So that's, like comparable-ish to, I don't think it's quite as good as church music, but it's a couple bucks cheaper per.
Where are they located at? Are they?
They're Eloy.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So they're local to us.
Blonde, microburst, dad, cream ale.
He talked about a stout that was a seasonal. I don't know if they're
like they don't have it
seasonal.
There.
Okay.
These probably should be seasonals, but
yeah, he said there was that I was hoping would pop up on our order guide, but it did not. It did not pop up.
Went from having snow to almost 85 within 2 weeks. Yeah, we've been back in the 80s the last few days too, which is gross. I think finally starting Saturday or Sunday, it's going to get back into the 70s again here. We're in Southern Arizona for anybody that's new to the show. It's been an unseasonably warm winter here as well, which is very unfortunate.
That's good. I will definitely.
That is
people
solid.
Are looking for that type of beverage. I could easily recommend that. Get behind that one. So
easily recommend it. Yeah, if they come to you and say, "I need a stout," don't hand them this. That would be terrible advertising.
I will tell them we only have 2 stouts, and this isn't one of them.
And this is not one of them. Biggest swing in temps was a few years ago in February. Monday it was like -20, and by Friday it was like set. Yeah, that's just wild. That's weird on the body too. I know when we get our bigger seasonal changes, that always kind of affects like my head for like almost like a day. Like I'll get like either a little stuffy or just kind of like weird about it. Like
seasonal, yes.
Whenever we have our bigger, when it is definitely going from spring into or into fall and stuff, sometimes I'll just have that day where it's like, oh, I can tell the weather has like changed. It's hit me a little bit for some reason.
I used to have that affect my asthma, but that hasn't been a problem for a little while now. But yeah, I could, usually like once or twice a year, especially going into the cold, that would affect things, but not so much.
Not so much now.
So I was my drive over here, I have, the screen in my car,
right.
The touch screen.
Mm-hmm.
And I bought a wireless CarPlay adapter because my car doesn't have it. Has CarPlay, but not the wireless.
Sure.
And if you're always charging your phone and unplug, that's not a good thing. So,
right.
So I got and it's been working great. And I don't know.
You just plug it into the bottom of your phone and it hooks Bluetooth.
You plug it into just a USB port in the car.
Oh, okay.
And then it picks up on that. And I don't think that was the problem, but it was weird. I'm listening to music and I tap the screen, and all of a sudden my screen almost went blank.
Oh.
The music kept playing through the phone onto the, but then I thought, well, maybe it's not liking for some reason. I've had this for a few weeks now, so it's not new, but so I disconnected that and then the music stopped. And then, so I rode in silence the rest of the way because I
Hello,
couldn't
darkness, my old friend.
So then I sat in the car for a few minutes and I turned it off and then I turned it back on too fast. It hadn't really reset.
Oh.
So I sat there and I let everything, so no lights were on. And then when I turned it back on, it came up again. So I'm hoping it was just a little glitch. Oh, yes, I did actually.
Oh, yeah. What did you get for your earbuds?
I bought the
Mills is asking.
AirPods Pro 2. So that should be
Pro
arriving
also?
today.
T-O-O?
Yeah, no, number 2. TWO.
Time to leave.
Yeah. So after I actually, because I do have an iPad and an iPhone, it's nice to have. So once again, I think we talked about this. It's a simple thing, but it's nice that I don't have to disconnect and then reconnect, and then it knows what I'm. So that's kind of a nice thing. So it's good to have a second pair anyway. So, but yes.
So you're hoping those, you said, show up today, and that's got like all, like we were talking about, the noise canceling, and also like you can also help have it like here for you if you want to, in a restaurant, if you want to spy on somebody or something like that, right?
Great. Well, it said you have to like take a hearing test or something for that. Maybe you have to have a reason for it.
Do you just have to keep going, huh?
Yeah. What?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, just let him have it.
Yeah.
Just give it to him. Just give it to him. Should we rinse out glasses?
Probably, since it's quite a stark
kind of thinking
change
do
of
a quick,
styles.
Do a quick rinse. All right, let's just take a quick break then. Let's rinse out these glasses. When we come back, we will swap to a sour beer that I have talked about, but we have not had it as of yet.
We've had things from this brewery. I don't know if we've done any on stream, but look at that.
So this is called the Nerdy Professor. It is a sour ale. I'm assuming it's going to be very sweet, very tart. Obviously, they're going for the nerds candy kind of thing.
I think I may have had this before, but I'm not sure.
This one, sour ale with strawberry and grape candy flavors, grape syrup, and strawberry puree. I didn't even know about the puree part. That's very interesting as well.
Puree, you say?
Puree, you say. But yeah, so we'll go clean out our glasses and grab that, and we will be
right
back. They think they get to hear singing when we're on the air.
Is it recording though?
No.
So you have that?
Oh.
No. Do you have that?
No, the mic's muted though.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, the mic's muted there, so they can't hear.
Oh well. There's no evidence of that anywhere.
There's no evidence of us singing some Sammy Hagar there for no apparent
Sammy
reason.
Hagar, Van Halen.
Yeah, exactly.
Good afternoon, everybody.
Lucky.
Oh, it's number 1,000.
Oh my God, that was what he decided for the 1,000. Lucky with gifted sub number 1,000 right there.
1,000, yes.
That definitely is.
Oh my goodness.
That definitely is a solid choice.
I thought maybe you'd have gifted it to Patrick Mahomes or Andy
that
Reid
would've
or
been
something
good too.
like that.
That's sub 2,000.
Okay. All right.
Gazebo Builder, thank you for getting the gifted sub from Lucky Gazebo Builder. If you're here in chat right now, please thank Lucky for the gifted sub.
Do we know Gazebo Builder or?
No, that has turned into a meme now. Whenever I take my breaks, usually I have a snack and I'm having the
okay.
dogs. And when I come back, they're like, "Oh, are you building a gazebo? Out there? Why are you gone for so long?" So then now it's turned into like, did he lose a bolt? Or did he like it just keeps it's been building for a little while.
All right.
No, Pat Mahomes is your daddy. How have you not started that account yourself, Lucky? Like, come on. That's just silly. How do you not actually have that one of your own accord? Lucky, thank you for the gifted sub, though. That is fantastic.
That's
and
awesome.
perfect choice.
Wow.
Gazebo Builder. Gazebo Builder. Well, at some point that will come back. I should reach for the beer.
Yeah.
All right.
There was something about that last Harris Heller song that made me think of the song Dreams by Van Halen.
That's where
from
it came
the first
from. Okay.
album, Van Hagar.
Is that OU 812 or is that
no,
5150?
It's 5150.
Okay.
And so we started singing that song, but unfortunately, that is now lost to time.
It is.
It's not there.
Pat Mahomes is your daddy. Oh my God. Pat Mahomes is the Eagles' daddy? Like something like that, I'm sure would be in there too. I don't know why I thought this was going to be a color. Like a very strong, like pink or purple or something.
Probably better that it's not, but yeah, the color would have we already would have been tasting with our eyes.
Would have amplified my excitement.
Yes. Ooh. I don't know if I can handle
Dream
your
of
amplified excitement.
Californication.
Your amplified excitement. Scares me.
I can't get up from this table due to my amplified excitement.
Yes. I gotta write that down.
Is that about beverages? Amplified excitement.
Amplified excitement.
It could be a T-shirt. We do have to get back in the studio for those things.
And Barbara, your depth frightens me.
Yeah, she wants you to have the ring. Lucky, what are you doing for the game this Sunday? Do you watch it alone? Do you go over to your parents' house? Do you like I said, do you have friends and family? What do you wind up doing? When the teacher calls you to the front of the class, you're like, sorry, I have amplified excitement. I cannot come to the board right now.
I'm suffering from a case of AE.
Too much.
Have you heard of that?
Yeah.
Amplified excitement.
No plans currently. Might crockpots. Ooh, you should crockpot something.
Crockpot this. Crockpot the Eagles is what you're hoping.
I'm sorry, I can't come to the board because I have a board. I don't know, something like that.
Crockpot.
All right. The Nerdy Professor. I've been excited to try this for quite a while now. This is from Weldwerks Brewing. 5.2%, as we said right before the break. Sour ale with strawberry and grape candy flavors, grape syrup, and strawberry puree. It's a pretty good... that smells like grape soda. Oh, that smells like grape soda. Oh, wow. Oh, I better take a sip.
Woo! We definitely layered appropriately.
Oh, that's tart. Whoa.
Oh, yeah.
That's tarter than I thought it would be.
Woo!
Oh, my gosh.
You've had this for a while.
Hate one of Dad's blue Tic Tacs, right?
Or did you get this at when we were out in December?
Yeah, it was in December, I think, when I've got
So it
this.
hasn't been too long that you bought it.
I don't know if it's
but that's
not that
still
sours usually go.
Yeah, no, but
There is a date on here. Or is there not? Oh, it says, I think it says 10/4 of 24.
wow, okay. So that's
3 months, 4 months.
4 months.
Almost 4 months, yeah.
Yeah. But that's still, wow, I don't even know. If this was only 9 days old, I might have blown my mind.
Oh,
that's delicious.
That's the tartest thing we've had in a long time.
It's delicious.
That
Title
is
of your
fantastic.
sixtape.
I'm glad it's less sweet than I thought it was going to be.
Yeah.
I thought it was going to be almost a syrupy, like sweet kind of, and maybe you'd get more of that if it was fresher. Maybe there'd be a little bit more of that sugary kind of candiness, and maybe. But man, whew, that is delicious.
Yeah, that's great.
That is really good. Now I wish I had another one of those.
Well, maybe it's still there.
Yeah, I may have to go looking for some. Oh, that is really good.
Yeah.
Weldwerks, yeah. Weldwerks is coming in strong with some stuff that we had at the get together, like I said a couple weeks ago.
Yeah, the combo birthday party we had there. It's just a little crush, and I can't remember what the other one that I bought was, but there were a couple things that we had from them, and they finished out that little mini arc strong. They were the faves of all of us, I believe, which was saying something because we also had some Tombstone, which is a local brewery and one of our favorites.
Oh yeah,
but that just kind of wasn't one.
It was good, but it wasn't. Yeah,
it was fine. Excuse me.
I love Savannah River Brewing's Wit Beer Wolf Dog. Ooh, I'll have to look for that one. Savannah River Brewing. I don't know if we've ever had anything from them.
Savannah River. Do you watch any like NBA or anything like that?
A little bit, especially with the trade
hoops.
that happened this last week.
Crazy, huh?
That's not. Did I see Jimmy Butler's going to the
Warriors?
Is that true?
Yeah, that's what I read this morning. So supposedly he wanted to go to the Suns, and but that didn't happen.
No.
So, but yeah, there's that, and you had Darren Fox go from Sacramento to San Antonio, and
I mean they know what
that
pecani sauce should taste like.
What's that?
San Antonio. They know what pecani sauce should taste like.
Oh,
our folks in San Antonio. Local to Augusta, Georgia. Oh, okay.
There's no basement in the Alamo.
Yeah, right. Wow, that's interesting. Yeah, the whole Luka Doncic thing set the world on fire. Took over all the Super Bowl conversation for almost over a day.
That was their plan,
which is pretty rare. I know exactly. And then they made sure they got it back by they let Travis Kelce open his mouth about Donald Trump. So then it was like, everything's back to normal.
But he's not a fan of his.
Don't think so. So that's why it's even more weird.
So maybe
that
he
would
was
be
just trying to, we can't.
an absolute honor.
Yeah,
Like,
well, maybe he was being extremely facetious.
I don't know.
Like-
It's kind of gross.
Like what an honor.
He's literally talked absolute trash about the love of your life and whatnot. So it's like,
Yeah.
come on, man, you have a platform, buddy. Like, let's step it up a bit.
Maybe there's
You don't have to get like over the top political. You also be like, I don't care. Like that could have been the answer. That was literally a one word answer, as opposed to that's basically what Jalen Hurts did. Jason Hurts was like, doesn't affect how I play on the football field. Because people are trying to do like, he's the first time as a president to be here. How does that? He's like, no. Like everyone's like, no, I don't care.
if he's pretty smart though. Maybe there was something behind that.
I don't think smart and Travis Kelce have ever been using.
No, you don't think savvy?
On the football field,
savvy?
on the football field, he's the same guy that almost like walked over like drunk into the podium, and
that's true.
He's the guy that's like, everyone's talking trash against us.
That's true. Yeah,
like,
no, you're right. You're right.
Guy's a jabroni.
Yeah, and he did a push of somebody. Did he push Mahomes or he pushed somebody? One of the coaches one time. Yeah, no, that's true. All right, I'm going to retract that. Go in there and
I'm not saying you have to get all over.
No, you're right.
You don't have to get over the top a little, but you go like I said. Literally, the answer could be like, don't care.
Yeah,
like that's the answer right there. That says enough.
Yeah, it could be that he's.
You don't have to.
He had a moment of weakness and shared his
true feelings.
His true feelings.
I was like, no.
Yeah, could be.
They have hot dog contests in their tap room at the brewery. It's the best on tap, of course. Oh wow,
of course.
Hot dog contest. Oh, I like that.
Hot dogs on tap. Oh my, that's even better. How do they do that?
just the hot dog itself, as the bun come out somehow.
10 foot long? Well, you don't have to stop at a foot.
Instead of bringing a glass up to the tap, they bring a bun up to the tap, and they do that and just
hold the bun there. It's like soft serve hot dog.
Oh, that's so gross. That's disgusting. Soft serve hot dog. Oh my god. Gross.
That's what happens. What happens when we have the nerdy professor? Things get crazy.
Can't reveal their secrets. Yeah, exactly. Sorry, I can't reveal their secrets. I've got to keep that to myself. It's like the first part of the sip is like, oh, I just want to keep going. Like, it's like refreshing. Like I'm taking a pretty big, and then as soon as you stop, you're like, oh god,
yeah,
puckery.
Tongue puckering.
That is the most tart beer we've had in a long time.
That's
that is
really
good though. That is high on my scale. That is delicious.
How high on my scale this sour ale? It be well from Weldwerks.
Man, yeah, that is really, really good. Did the flyer come out this last week?
Yeah, dropped on Monday. The February
red wines
flyer.
In there or anything exciting?
So in the flyer, there's an Italian red blend. There is I think there's a Pinot Noir. I think there's a Grand Reserve Pinot in there. There's also there's an Italian white, I believe, is in there too, a Vermentino, which is brand new. So yeah, there's
Vermentino.
Vermentino. Yeah, we used to carry that's a type of grape. We used to carry one several years ago. We didn't have it around for too long, but yeah, so I'm kind of excited to try that. So yeah, we'll probably visit one or two of those depending on because we have something else.
We do next week. We actually have to have not have to, but I figured that'd be a good time as any. We like I said, thanks to Jav and his fundraising efforts that I participated in for the Game to Give. He hit one of his goals, which is that we have to have one of the more interesting, unique drinks here on the podcast. It is called Edna's Lunchbox. Let me go and find his DM.
Edna.
Let's see.
We have a whiskey coming shortly as well, don't we?
Oh yeah. That'll definitely be the next couple weeks as well. All right, where would this be? Oh no, that might be the group. Hold on, I'm gonna look for this group chat. Apologies. Probably in here somewhere. Yeah,
Efforting. Efforting.
Here it is. Edna's Lunchbox.
Drank.
Orange juice, light beer, amaretto, and then an orange slice for garnish.
Okay.
Funny enough, the first option that he threw out there, because I was like, I said, oh, we've done this before. If you want to pick a drink, like, so it's something that sounds weird to you, like we're happy to have it. The first thing he picked, I was like, we've actually done that on a podcast. It's delicious. He picked the Calamixto.
Calamixto, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, we would have loved that.
I know. I was like, we've had it. I'm like, if you want us to be really happy, then yes, we'll do that one. But yeah, like I said, so we'll be having that. I guess this is like they're saying it's kind of on par with like if people when they do a like a summer shandy, that type of thing.
Sure.
So anyway, ounce of amaretto, 6 ounces of light beer, 6 ounces, which actually would work good because I still have some of the light beer from Boston that I got. I have the one that's like the winner's. Whatever,
okay.
and that one is like literally like a light lager, so that'll be perfect. So I think I just have to get orange juice because I still have some amaretto left.
So actually, light beer, like a low cal beer.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
I'm assuming it's like they're probably just because they want it to be just light and refreshing.
Yeah.
So it's more about the orange juice and the amaretto, and then here's this other,
kind of
flavor.
And
in
get
there.
some orange juice next week then.
Sure.
Do that.
Yeah, that'd be
Okay.
great. So anyway, so
Probably
we'll be
add
doing
it to
that
the
next
list.
week. Some goofy fun, paying up a bet per se. For the
Helping
like I
out
said, for that.
a fellow streamer and his efforts. So
Exactly.
yeah, we're there for that, of course.
Exactly. So that should be, like I said again, that should be fun.
Baker like the Adna.
Amaretto is a horrible name for a drink, in my opinion. Yeah, I don't know. There is amaretto in it, but it also has beer plenty, which you're not a huge fan of. So I wonder how this is going to go. But it's orange juice, amaretto, and beer.
The beer is going to get overwhelmed, I would imagine.
Oh, 100%. Yeah. I think it's going to...
I don't even know why that's in there.
I mean, probably just for more liquid. It's probably
Maybe
to thin out the other
some
flavors.
Fizzy.
And to
Some
thin out
fizzy
the other
goodness,
flavors
possibly.
a little bit.
Okay.
Yeah,
All right.
I think that's kind of what they're doing there.
Okay.
So, yeah, that could have been worse, but like I said, I didn't want to keep... Since that one sounded good enough, I didn't want to keep being like, no, try again. Try again. He's like, why don't you just find it now?
Yeah.
It's like, well, I'm not going to look for something gross.
No,
I
that's good.
You think it's weird. Just make it worse by using Sunny D, right? Yeah, just use Sunny D
Purple
instead.
stuff.
Yeah.
Oh, I guess Sunny D. Oh, man, that's good. Reminds me more of, well, I guess, nerds, but also of Smarties.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
A lot of good, and the Pixie Sticks.
Good call. It is more like
Yeah.
Smarties almost. Like I said, just because
Good stuff.
Nerds and yeah, those are...
Amaretto, you say?
Yeah. A fat, you say? Yeah, that is really good. I don't know if that's year round. I didn't find it on there. I should look at their website again. I don't think their website had that on there, so I feel that's seasonal. Greeley, Colorado.
Yeah.
Juicy Bits. I've heard that one's also very good. Beer on tap, kitchen menu. Let's do beer on tap.
Oh, and it's interesting. It's not like orange or anything like that. It's just made with the specific hops.
Hefeweizen. I would always try that. Colorado Ale. Bisque. Hazy IPA.
Bisque.
Foam around and
I
find
mentioned the
out.
Bisque.
West Coast IPA. Double dry hop juicy bits.
Okay.
Just a little crush.
That's
That
the
was
one we had. Yeah.
New Zealand hop study. Ooh, we need to go to Colorado apparently. Weld and Butch.
Of course.
Hazy double IPA.
I wonder if the other
They have
one
a lot
would
of
show
beers.
up on here, but I don't see it yet.
Double raspberry gelato sour beer with lactose. Oh, I bet that's good. Chocolate cherry cheesecake. Paco, how's it going? Good to see you, Paco.
Yay.
How are you? Fruit by the ounce. That's funny. Limoncello sour, pineapple upside down cake sour. Wow. Boy, they have a good beer selection.
To Greenlee we go.
To Green, yeah.
We're on our way.
That would be funny all of a sudden if we ever did a road trip like stream like that. Like we start here, we're checking here, all of a sudden I just pick up my phone, I'm like, let's just go. And we like literally just walk out and go get in the car. We've already packed and we just
We're driving.
drive. The first 2
Yes.
hours is just us doing our podcast. And like, all right, we'll see you guys in the morning. I think stuff like that would be fun.
Is it? Oh, it's Paco's birthday again. Wait, not really.
She also had her birthday on my birthday. It's crazy.
Oh my
Paco's
goodness.
got so many birthdays.
Always horning in on the action.
Exclamation point, Paco in chat. Come on, please. Come on. There you go. We know not to
Oh,
do
why
that.
you even have a command?
You need to.
You had to.
You
Okay.
need to. I think Lucky even has a command in chat.
Oh, that's right. As long as it doesn't say "Happy Birthday, Paco."
Oh, that's what I should add to it. You missed the hot dog on tap. Drunken Squirrel, that was good. Yeah, we were talking about hot dogs on tap. If that was actually an option, it turned into a whole thing where it's like you put the bun by the side of the tap and just anyway. Keith, don't you help him, Keith?
Oh, no, sorry.
Paco, it's good to see you. Hopefully you're having a good evening. I'm trying to think, like I said, we're watching, like I said, I think the two shows now we're probably focusing on Severance, getting through that, which is like, it's not all the way out for season 2, is it? It's like slowly.
Yeah, that's
because I got a lot of videos the other day where they're like season 2, episode 3 of Severance is, and I would skip by it because I was like, no, and I had a bunch of those. I was like, okay, that must be the episode they're on. So I was like, oh, we can actually catch up.
Yeah.
So we're watching that, and then I want to get back to finishing. We'd only started an episode. I want to watch The Penguin as well, which is really good. That's on HBO Max.
Oh, okay.
It's
that's the Colin Farrell.
Yeah,
thing,
that's
right?
the one from. Did you ever see The Batman?
The one with Robert Pattinson?
Yeah.
No, not yet.
It's real good.
I know you saw it twice in the theater.
I did. It's real good.
That's how much you liked it.
It is real good. Soft serve hot dog does not sound appetizing. Oh God, yeah.
Yeah, probably not the best, but funny. Good material.
Yeah. Good, material worthy.
Not
for
the
sure.
hot dog components themselves, though. Not good material. But
yeah,
words.
most of your list of things you want to watch all involve Apple TV, so you're waiting that out a little bit longer.
Yeah, we got to figure that out. So I don't know. Pocket she got a new watch, and I was hoping it might come with a few free months of Apple TV. It has not. No, so maybe my earbuds will. Who knows? Probably not. But
you never know. Sometimes that does.
All of a sudden,
might be Apple Music though.
Yeah, I saw an Apple Music thing, and then like the
you should
Apple
say, "Can
Fitness.
I trade?
Can I upgrade? I'll give you $1, and yeah. Can I trade this?
Boy, that is good.
Yeah, that was quite tasty.
That was
The nerdy professor had all the right equations.
You have to want a sour, puckering tart beer.
Yes,
but if you were into that and like sour candies, like Sour Patch Kids or that kind of thing, like a little less sweet version
Smarties,
of that. Yeah.
Pixies, good old the Pixie Sticks.
Yeah, exactly. They have those songs, right? That's the Pixies.
The Pixies, yeah.
Pixies Sticks, isn't that where they got that now?
The Pixie Sticks.
You have to let it linger.
Oh, no, that's cranberries.
Oh. Those are tart, though.
They are. That's true.
I've tied it all back together.
Yes, it came back.
I made it all the way back.
Came back around. Made it.
So for the first time in a little bit, we're actually going to make what?
No, so they said for the first time in a little bit,
we're going to make a cocktail.
Oh, okay, that's right. We have taken a little break from that.
Taken a little bit. We did a bunch of beers last week. We did a couple this week. Again, Super Bowl coming up. Again, not that we were picking what normally people would most assume with football or that kind of thing. We're elevating our football game because this is the biggest game of the year. So we are raising up the level of discourse when it comes to the beers.
Maybe halftime
while watching it there.
Yeah, halftime you mix up a drink.
And then
maybe heading into the fourth quarter. Maybe it's it's who knows what the game's going to be like. Do you have a prediction? Pain. Good. Nice. Going for that.
But go ahead. Do you actually have a
Do you have a prediction?
Of score or winner?
Winner, score?
Well, is it what I think is going to happen or what I hope happens? What I think is going to happen is probably the Chiefs are going to win.
Really? Okay.
I mean, it's just because until I see them lose, I'm just going to assume they're going to win.
It's hard to bet against Mr. Mahomes. That's for sure.
It's hard to bet against Mr. Mahomes and Andy Reid. I think they're two just amazing talents.
History is against them on 3 in a row.
But they have also gone against, history this year too.
Lucky's going out on a limb there.
Fought hard by both teams. I hope so.
That's what happened 2 years ago.
What someone like me that does not have a horse in the race, a dog in the fight, whatever analogy you want to use.
A vested interest. Yeah,
exactly. Buy low, sell high. That's the kind of vested interest I'm talking about. I just want a good football game. I want it to be close. I want it to be back and forth. I don't even mind if it's a low scoring because I like defense. So that's exciting to me too. Like, when is the play going to finally happen that breaks it open? Paco, of course. Squirrel, go sports and football. Fun fact, Vic Fangio's 0-7 against Mahomes. I'm not surprised. Vic Fangio likes playing a lot of zone, and that's what 100% Patrick Mahomes likes to rip up. So I like Vic Fangio. Obviously, as a Bears fan, like I said, he brought some good memories. Go sports ball. There we go.
Put the puck in the net.
What I hope happens, like I said, obviously I want something different. So I hope it's a close game and the Eagles wind up winning. Like I said, I like Saquon Barkley. I like Jalen Hurts. Like I said, I think they seem okay. Not a huge fan of whatever that guy's name is that coaches the Eagles. Like he's kind of a dork.
Oh, Sirianni.
But but yeah, I'm not going to be. I'm I'll be like bored of the narrative, but I'm not going to be upset if Andy Reid and Patrick Mahomes win because they're, like I said again, Andy Reid is, like I said, pretty amazing coach, so, and deserves all the accolades. After he got kind of, I don't want to say he got run out of Philly, but like there's a little bit of that.
Couldn't quite get over the hump there, though.
Couldn't quite get over the hump and everything else, and he just needed, probably one of the best quarterbacks of all time to run the offense. That is probably one of the best offenses of all time. So, but yeah, no, I hope it's a good game. I think it starts at. It claims it starts at like 3 or 4.
4:30.
4:30. But when does it actually start?
It's usually
when
pretty
is there a
close
kick
to
actually happening in the game?
I think it's usually pretty close to that.
Okay, I didn't know if that's like, and that's when the 4 national anthems start and the God Bless America.
It could be that too,
and like anything else. Yeah.
I think the game starts at 4:30.
Okay. But yeah, no, I hope it is good. But yeah, in honor of that, like I said, we had a bunch of beers last week. We had a couple this week, so we went a little heavier that way. But we had been talking even last week, like, we kind of want to make a cocktail. I looked through my recipe book from the Destiny cookbook that has some drinks and things in it there. They were all slightly more involved than I wanted to get it. Like it was making some things, and some of them sound fun. I'd like to get to, and there were some non-alcoholic things too. But I settled upon this one right here. Will Travis propose at any point of the game or halftime? Is that something you can do a prop on?
I don't know. I haven't looked.
That would be amazing.
I can't be frivolous with my last few dollars.
Not halftime. If he did it at all, would that be, here's the most baller thing in the world. Like they're talking to him at the trophy ceremony because they won or whatever. And this and that and the other. I'm retiring because I am marrying her. Like he just points up to the top, like, just does it from the top rope. Post game, possibly. You never know. It is called the Revolver. The recipe that I have, actually, I don't even know if I've hit
a
this
great
button
Beatles
all
album
night.
as well.
I thought about that too. The recipe that I have is right there. It is from liquor.com. But I saw the video actually on TikTok when someone had made it. So that was how I'd saved it. But I wanted to make sure that I had this. It is bourbon focused. People are kind of calling this a little bit more of a darker and mysterious, more Manhattan.
I've heard, Manhattan. I also saw old fashioned referenced as well.
It's definitely in the ballpark of both those things because we're going to have some orange bitters. We're going to have 2 ounces of bourbon. We're actually going to wind up probably using the Trader Joe's one because that's the one I have the most of right now. Even though I normally probably would not do as high a proof in this one, I probably would want to be more toward just the 100 proof. But we'll see. Hopefully it should still work out okay. We're going to use a 1/2 ounce of a coffee liqueur as well. That kind of takes the place of the sweet vermouth. Hey, Bevy. Hey, Keith. Oh my gosh. Hey, Kaya. How's it going? Good to see you. So that'll kind of take the place of the sweet vermouth. I'm very excited to try this because I also have been wanting to try this. It is the Mr. Black coffee liqueur that I purchased. I didn't do Kahlua because that's rum and coffee liqueur. I wanted something that was more just coffee liqueur. This is actually made with 100% cold brew Arabica coffee, which is super cool. I think it's Ethiopian and Colombian specifically, they said.
Should we try a little sip before we mix the content?
I thought that would be appropriate. We can make the drink, then we come in here, we can have a sip of that, and then try it as well. Keith looking handsome as fuck today. Bevy looking how he normally looks, which is also
handsome AF.
Equally. Like I said,
if I turned red, it's because of that. That hair is impressive. That facial hair.
I'm telling you.
It's got it.
No, I'm almost at beard oil territory. I might have to get there.
All right.
Did you see the clip of the guy asking both Travis and Mahomes who their favorite ref was? I did. Yeah. I saw people I don't know if he had a credential or what his thing was. That's just such a bogus question to ask. You could do beard oil now.
That's right.
He is wearing the Bear shirt. That's right. In honor of Virginia McCaskey passing away.
It's one of 2 Bear shirts that I own.
He didn't know it, but in honor of
I didn't know it.
McCaskey
but now I something just called out to me and I responded.
And it was her.
That's right. Oh, from the grave.
From the grave.
That's right.
So apparently this is made in Australia. This was started in 2013. This Mr. Black coffee liqueur. It is obviously vodka based, which, like I said, most of those are going to be anyway. But yeah, this one's kind of neat that it actually uses freshly roasted coffee. Like I said, it is. I believe it's a cold brew. I think is what I did say, but I was making sure. Difference between something good and something great, after all, comes down to the details. So that is what they say. They've got a lot of. I love this. There's a lot of pictures of roasters on here, which always is near and dear to my heart. There's coffee beans, all that kind of stuff. So, hopefully this one is going to be a little bit more true to what you'd expect. Supposedly this is really good if you make an espresso martini. So that might be something at some point. Maybe revisit that one. So yeah, I think that that sums up all of that. But yeah, I agree. We should have a little sip of that as well as make the drink. Played the opening mission for Heresy this afternoon. I totally didn't sob my eyes out. I would say so, but I mean, she's going to be okay. It's fine. It's fine. She's going to be fine. There's a video. We can't play that. I don't know. I actually didn't put this link here. You guys want to actually check out. This is the coffee liqueur that we're doing. I forgot to put that link there. I could have done that as well. But anyway, the recipe is in the chat. So yeah, should we go make a beverage?
Make a beverage.
Okay, we'll take a slightly longer break. We're gonna make the beverage. We're also gonna pour ourselves some of that to have in here as well. And when we come back, hopefully we're enjoying a cocktail.
I can't imagine we won't, but stranger things have happened.
It's true. And we are back. Thank you guys all for hanging out. I appreciate it.
You know, I'm in pretty good shape. You could be eating my dust all day, slowpoke.
And you might be eating that's gonna
Well, let's hope it doesn't come to that.
The very first time I ever saw that clip, Kaya, thank you for that redemption. The very first time I ever saw that clip, I literally rewound it like 3 or 4 times. I was dying laughing because of this, like the little Buster move where he's like, the little, I was absolutely howling. Like I don't remember the last time I've laughed that hard. Like it was so good. I still love that show to this day. Those first
I need to
2.5 seasons.
rewatch
The first
those.
2.5 seasons are some of the best television ever. And then is it the 3rd season when they did much later? Was it 4th season? Whenever they did the one where they kind of brought the show back again.
Oh, that was there were 3 seasons originally.
Those are fantastic. That one was like okay. The super cut of that where they actually interweave things again is really neat to watch.
I haven't seen that.
That one's good. And then I don't know if I even watched that because they did like another one, didn't they? I don't even know if I watched.
I don't know if
all
they
of
did
that
or not.
But anyway. But yeah. All right. Before these drinks start to melt down too much, like I said, we brought ourselves just a little bit of this Mr. Black coffee liqueur. Thought we would give this a taste very quickly.
If you ever watch The Woman of the Hour, the one I was telling you about with Anna Kendrick, Tony Hale he has a role. He plays the host.
Oh, okay.
He plays the game
he's also
show
in
host.
Veep, right?
Yeah.
Isn't that Tony Hale?
Yeah.
Okay.
He plays the game show host in that, and he's in. And Anna Kendrick, I've heard her talk about his role and some of the, that he ad-libbed a little bit. And so it's good. Well, that smells delicious.
Yeah,
that's coffee.
Yeah, very good. Coffee aroma, a little sweet in there.
Yeah, it's like a chocolatey sweetness.
Yeah, a little cocoa.
And coffee.
Kind of cocoa and coffee. Oh, wow. That's really good. There's some caramel in there, too.
Yeah. That's
very
good.
deep, rich flavors. That's delicious. You made an espresso martini with this?
Well,
I bet this would make it a
delicious.
fantastic espresso martini. They have a recipe for it on the back where it's like an ounce of this, an ounce of vodka, another either half ounce or an ounce of cold brew, and like mixing that together. I still would always put some sort of cream in there as well. Like either if you put like a Bailey's Irish or something like that, just because I like that little foam look on it.
Yep.
Shake it, not stirred. This was nice. This was poured.
Yeah.
The drink we're about to have was stirred.
Once again, we always bring up the ice cream.
Oh, that'd be amazing on ice cream or a shake.
Yeah, amazing boozy shake.
All right.
Boozy shake.
A boozy shake. Keep your boozy shake out of my face.
Stop shaking your boozy in my face. All right.
So anyway, if you guys missed this a little bit ago, so the cocktail we made is called the Revolver. It is 2 ounces of bourbon. You could use rye whiskey if you chose to, like whatever, like your whiskey of choice. I would probably use something that's at least 100 proof. This one is 125. It might be a little bit overkill. We'll find that out. It was just my best mixer at the time. Like I said, so we've got that. We've got a half ounce of the Mr. Black coffee liqueur, and then a couple dashes of orange bitters.
Wonder why it's called Revolver. And it's supposed to have, a flaming orange peel?
It did, yeah. I thought about buying an orange today and doing that, but then no one would see it.
That's true.
Keith, that was neat.
Yeah. I could have filmed it and you could put it up there.
I could have done it that way. Why is it called the Revolver? I don't know.
Yeah.
It's a caffeinated twist on the classic Manhattan that was created by San Francisco bartender John Santer in the early 2000s. First appeared at Bruno's before Santer took the drink with him to Bourbon and Branch, the acclaimed cocktail bar. There you go.
I get all of it, actually.
I do too.
Yeah,
The
coffee, I get orange.
I would say the coffee's the farthest in the background. Like I kind of initially get the orange citrus pop.
Yeah.
I get kind of the bourbon whiskey after that, and then the coffee kind of subtly gets in there at the end. It's going to be interesting to taste this and see, because I was already like, oh, I wonder if this needs a little more coffee liqueur, but I didn't. I did the recipe exact, because that's how you know. That's how you start. If you want to go from there, or maybe you just back off on something else by a half ounce.
There's a lot of R&D in cocktail, and sometimes you just have to go back and make another one.
Oh my God. All right, maybe we have to do that at some point.
I'd say the answer is yes. It could take more coffee liqueur.
I think so too. That also could be because of the bourbon I used.
That could be.
I will throw that out there as well. Like I said, if you use something more of like a bottled and bond 100 proof, that might back that down a little.
Less,
and not a lot more. Like I would even go as much as say like it's a half ounce. I would go like 3/4 of an ounce.
Yeah.
Like I wouldn't even double it.
Yeah,
like
you wouldn't go that. Yeah.
I would try that at first.
They recommend bullet. Is that what that says?
The drink can't be recreated with any good bourbon, but if you want to stick to the true original, they use bullet bourbon.
Okay.
So, and that would have been then probably more like an 86 proof or whatever, something like that.
Definitely back more.
That really would have reined it in quite a bit. So then you maybe need to, depending on your bourbon, compensate a little more if you want to make it that heavier, kind of richer drink. I still get, like I said, the bourbon is really nice. It's still very smooth.
Very, very
like
smooth.
That's what's kind of always like a little crazy about some of these cocktails is how smooth they are for the high proof that this is. Yeah, it's bourbon, and then the citrus kind of comes through. I get bourbon first, the orange citrus, and then the very end, like it's kind of very much the dark, the seedy underbelly of the cocktail, like that, like little coffee kind of comes in. I would like a little more of that, I think.
Yeah, I would too. That's really good. I'm surprised how much the bitters come through in that though. Orange really, that pops.
Yeah,
but.
Yeah, and I think that is a really good key component too, because I think if you had the bourbon and just the coffee, or if you used a regular kind, if you used just kind of your classic aromatic bitters or whatever, you didn't do the more like orange or citrus kind of bitters, I think it rounds everything out nicely. It brings that kind of like that little bit of a pop, which is nice. That's pretty delicious.
That's very good. Of course, you're using all quality ingredients though.
True.
And, and so they should shine, and they do, and it makes sense that they're good. I'm still really impressed by that liqueur, the coffee liqueur itself.
It's very good.
It's good. Yeah, really good.
Yeah, I've been wanting one of those. Like I said, I didn't want to do, like I said, again, Kahlua was easy to get. I went to one of our stores that was closer to us because I couldn't remember if I knew our other store had it, but I couldn't remember if this one did. I went there, they didn't have it. Saw Kahlua, and I was like, no, I want to get the one that I want to try that's not only making a new cocktail, but I want to make, if I'm going to buy something that's probably going to hang around and we're going to, maybe experiment in some other drinks. Like I want it to be.
Beverage integrity is important to us.
I mean,
of course.
That's all we have sometimes. That's all we have.
Yeah, our word is our bond.
Yeah, that is really good. So yeah, so you also would agree a little bit more of that then?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, there's actually a little bit more left in our glasses. Yeah. There we go. That's it. 6 drops. Oh, yeah.
Right, needs a little more than that, but cheers to me.
So we have grilled olives. And they're very good. You can even they have little grill marks on it.
I'd hope so.
I was wondering,
false advertising.
I thought about that. Would that enhance a martini in a good way? What else I would think that would be kind of good to just add that little bit of
if there's that kind of extra smoky savory in there. So this cocktail I think would also you add a little more coffee to it. This would also hold up very well if you wanted to make this into a smoked cocktail.
Oh, absolutely.
I think that would be fantastic.
And that'd be kind of cool then with the
there.
Revolver tie-in. Smoking.
Smoking that's gun. A good idea. How did they not do that?
Maybe that's,
They
maybe that's the flaming
fucked
orange.
Up, Aaron. They messed up bad. No, that's 100% agree with that. Yeah, exactly.
We've influenced.
Might make the Revolver when I get home. If you've got, like I said,
you've got the stuff.
Yeah, exactly. You were saying you've got this, like I said, both these ingredients. I definitely would make it, like I said. And Stir, not shaken. Like I said, you want to, like I said, the difference between that. I've had people ask in chat before. They're like, "What's the difference? Is there a difference?" When you shake a cocktail, you're adding more water content, so you're watering the drink down more, which is totally fine for margarita. Depending on the drink, or anything. Like I said, if you like it one way or the other, drink it how you want to drink it. It's your beverage that you made for yourself.
Yep.
But yeah, if you stir a cocktail, usually things that have more booze in them, they say the more booze, stir. Apparently. Like I said, because you want to have, like I said, you want to not water them down as much and have those flavors just kind of meld to get, kind of blend together or whatever. But I've got it all. Perfect. Let's go. Well, you'll have to let me know tomorrow in chat if you're around, if you made one, if you liked it. My initial reaction, I don't know what whiskey or bourbon you're going to use, is you might want to use a little bit more of the Mr. Black. Like I said, definitely do maybe like, as opposed to half an ounce, do 3/4 of an ounce. Something like that, and then you can always add more. You can't take out. It's very difficult.
Yeah, if you're bourbon, it is. If it's just like a haircut, you can always take more off. You can't put it back on.
That's true.
If your bourbon is in that more like 90 proofish area, then you could probably use the same amount.
I would do this recipe.
Yeah, do that recipe. But if you go higher in proof, I would consider then adding a little bit more as the higher you get.
Have to show you all the antique liquor cabinet. Ooh, I would love to see it. Yeah, put pictures in Discord.
Who was
you can
it
put them
that
in the
one
pub.
time that shared like all their?
Oh, I remember that.
Do you remember that?
I can't remember. I don't remember exactly who that was, but I do remember those pictures.
Yeah.
You've now given me the extra motivation to remember bitters. The next time I'm at the store, as I'm out, do it. Bitters, like you can. I actually add orange bitters to my margaritas now.
Oh, that's good. Rather than
if I don't have if I don't have either Cointreau or some other orange liqueur or whatever, you can add orange bitters. You could add a little bit of like fresh orange citrus. Like if you want to add that extra component, but not the alcohol part, 100% do it. Made a bowl of gumbo. Sadly, it's canned and not like fresh made. I'm going to pretend it's fresh made though.
We'll pretend,
and that sounds delicious. I love gumbo.
I actually will take, if I'm not doing anything alcohol wise, I'll just have my tonic water. And I'll just put a little bitters in there just to add a little extra something in there. So, yeah.
But yeah, like I said, you can order, like I said, obviously you can get them at the store. Like I said, local, like I said, your liquor stores are going to have maybe a wider selection. Amazon, surprisingly, because it's not alcoholic. I order a lot of these sometimes from Amazon just for convenience.
Do they have the Regans?
They do have the Regans orange bitters.
Oh, okay.
The ones that I've been getting for the most part have been Fee Brothers, which have been pretty good. I like their orange bitters a lot. I like their Aztec chocolate bitters. I like their black walnut bitters. I like the black walnut one for old fashions. Those are great. I'll have to find out the name of the company, like hashtag not an ad. Like I said, my two really good friends, they actually are part of a like bitters of the month club almost, or like quarterly bitters club. And it's really cool. I think this is something like I don't know if you'd get into it enough, but I think you would like it because it's like quarterly, you get, I'm going to say 3 or 4 different new types of bitters. Oh. Very unique, very interesting, from like mushroom lemon to like it's just like the wildest things you can think of. They have turned them into a bitters. And then they send you recipe cards. Like, here's the drinks we recommend making with them. They do, I think it's like once a month, they will actually then do like a almost like a Zoom call where you call in with them and everyone kind of gets together and you either make the drink with them or you get information about it.
That's cool.
And I think it's an all female owned organization as well too. But yeah, it's really cool. I've actually been interested in looking into that as well. But then you get obviously discounts for ordering more from them besides just what you got. But yeah, they love it. I have tried a bunch of the different bitters and they're very unique. It's amazing like how you can change up a cocktail with that for sure. How much of a difference do you think a rye would make with that cocktail? I mean, you're going to add more spice to it in general. You're going to, obviously it always depends on what rye it is, but in general, you're going to add probably a little bit more spice to that. And I think that would work too.
Yeah, it could work. Yeah.
I like the smoothness of this cocktail, the way it is, it being like kind of like I said, being a bourbon.
Crazy smooth considering it's 125 too.
Yeah. But like I said, definitely a rye, I think would totally work. Sounds like you could use some sweetener, right? Yeah.
I think you can do.
They're so mean there.
Cook with bitters. I'm trying to think if maybe you can add, maybe it is just for drinks. I don't know.
I wouldn't see why you couldn't.
Seems like you could add a little dash of something, but
I'd almost think you'd want to use it at the, like if you were actually cooking something, I'd almost think you'd want to use it at the end. Like you'd use a red wine vinegar. Like if you were going to, like my wife makes this Tuscan chicken stew. And at the very end, after everything's done, then there's a little bit of red wine vinegar that goes in just to kind of like break through all the acid and everything else. Right. Yeah. If you want to use it to brighten some up. Bitters of the Month Club, I thought that was just the red hat ladies I see at Panera. All right, you can have it. Also, Kaya needs one too. There we go. Yeah, no, I like I said, it's really cool. I wish I could. I think I follow them. I think they're on Instagram. I don't think they're on the other platforms, but I follow them there. But like I said, yeah, I've been interested in looking at that. So everyone knows there's no houses available. Yes, this one. So it's 1 million. Is it for that? Is that the only one test? Yes, this one. A great episode.
Tuscany.
Okay, as we get more toward the end,
Yeah.
and things are maybe thinning out just a little more, which kind of almost goes to our point of the higher proof. I'm getting more of the coffees coming through. More
Yeah,
of the,
absolutely.
More of the coffee,
orange
more of
is
the caramel.
taking a back seat.
Yeah. So I think that would be the key. I would probably either raise up the coffee amount if you have a higher proof whiskey or rye or whatever else. And if you don't, if it's 100 proof or below, you probably can keep this ratio.
Yeah.
So I think that's probably.
I like your giant ice cube. I know. Oh, we've got big cubes.
Yeah, Paco. I actually make these. I have this like mold that I make, and I can make like 10 of these. Like they're for cocktails and things like that, for fun things. And they actually make into clear cubes. That's the old men. Wait, that's the old men how drink coffee and call younger women at a McDonald's. They could.
They call it.
Especially weird. Who? Oh, who? Call? Okay, all right. Especially weird when the women in question are still in high school. My grandpa needs to get better hobby. My grandpa. You have a mold for the sphere ones? I don't. But the thing that I bought, you can actually put different molds in there to either do. Like I said, I know you can do spheres. You can do smaller size squares, and I think they have one where you can do the round molds. My friend has the round ones. Like I said, which he should probably go to the doctor about that.
He's got, well, the round ones are probably all right.
Oh wait, that one might be. It's the square ones you don't
yeah.
want. Yeah, it's really fun. Like it's just kind of. It's one of those things. Like I said, since I'm the one that geeks out about it, I have to time it a little bit. With okay, haven't gone to Costco in a couple weeks. I've got at least 36 hours to get these cold, have them finished before we're going to stuff our refrigerator with food again. So I have to make them at that point. Carrie, how's it going? Good to see you. How are you?
Hello.
Need a hug after that opening mission. Is Taco around? I hope Taco's around at some point. A TARDIS ice mold somewhere? Hi friends, how are you? I also saw something the other day where people had the mold where it makes it, and then they have like a stamp with their logo, and then they were like, it like heats up and you can stamp your logo on the top, like if you were a bar or something like that.
That's cool.
Taco gives the best hugs from what I've heard. I bet they're probably pretty good. I have one mold that makes 4 spheres, and then have molds to make just one at a time. Oh, interesting. Yeah, I like I said, I think the spheres are cool. I like the rock cube. Like I said, this one has been pretty good. There's some, like if you really want to get like arts and craftsy about it, you can buy just like the coolers, and there's like a way where you can, you put the water in there, and the way it freezes down, then you take out this big block of ice and you cut your own cubes if you really want to have them perfect.
Chainsaw.
A Bevy branded ice cube. Yeah, I can't actually get it. Maybe Paco someday, if you like ever make like some with your like press or whatever, you could make like our logo, and I could have it that it's strong enough where I could heat it up and just like put it on the top. No, that'd be too much. What was the thing we said at the bottom of the glass? We should have it say something. Wasn't that it? About beverages good to the last drop or something like that. We had something.
Good to the last drop. It's always deceiving how much you think is actually in the glass, but then you realize how much the ice is taking up that space.
Yeah, it's not that much. Like, basically what I made is probably what I would normally have as one cocktail for myself, and then we split it. So you can definitely etch the bottom of glass. Yeah, like so there's we've got to look into it. I think we could definitely have like glassware and some other stuff. I have to get our merch store and stuff back up with at least what we have, and then look for some other things.
So there's another cocktail though tonight then, because I had half of your usual cocktail portion.
That's right. Yeah,
your serving
exactly.
Size. Yeah,
that'd be great on the bottom of a tumbler. Yeah, that would be pretty good, right? I just have the tiny freezer at my apartment, so space is at a premium to make those. Exactly. Like so, once I use that mold and I make all of those, then I take them out and then I put them in a plastic bag, so it takes up way less space. But yeah, it definitely is. It's got to time out all the options there. Happy birthday, Paco. Rianth, what are you doing? This is not Paco's birthday. Exclamation point Paco in the chat. Come on. Come on! Exclamation point, Paco. Settle down, everybody.
Did you ever watch Westworld? I think you did, right?
The first season we watched to completion.
Okay. I was just listening to James Marsden on Dak Shepard's podcast, and
okay,
he talked about him being in that. Obviously, he was in. Did you ever see Jury Duty? I can't remember if you watched that or not.
Is it a movie?
No, it's like an 8 or 10 part series.
Is it a reality thing?
Sort of.
No.
You should watch
Remember
it.
you talking about
Yes.
Lucky sits on a cornucopia of lies. Why must you turn this into a house?
You sit on a throne of lies.
What was it? Yeah. What was it? Why must you turn this into a house of lies?
How much you turn my house into a house of lies?
Yeah.
That's Simpsons, I think, right?
I feel like that is.
And then there's Elf. You sit on a throne of lies. You disgust me. I hate you.
I've never listened to Lucky. He drinks Windex. Gross.
I heard. Anyways, he was on there. I was just, and he's been in so many things over the years, but I especially liked him in Jury Duty. And and then he was an Anchorman too. He's the kind of looks like Tom Cruise to me in some things. He's like in Anchorman 2. He's like the handsome newsman who comes out. That's James Marsden.
No, he's the guy that was he was
yes, I heard he was that.
Yeah,
I haven't seen any of those movies, but yeah, they talked about that too.
Why can't
Cyclops.
I think of in the X-Men movie.
He's an angry elf. That's right. Yeah, I think you would like Jury Duty.
Was it a one-off series?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. They didn't do any more?
No, you couldn't. At least, no. It's good, though.
You couldn't do it.
You couldn't.
You can't do it.
You can't.
He's an angry elf. Exactly.
Hear that? That's our ice cubes. That's the majestic sound of our cubes.
Majestic sound of the cubes. That's a majestic sound of the cubes. A Roderick cube. All right. So what are we thinking for next week? We've got to do our special cocktail that is
start with that probably.
Probably get that out of the way. That's what people want to see. Like I said, we'll get to the cocktail right away. That is sweeping the nation. Edna's Lunchbox. Thanks to Jav and his amazing community and their kindness and charity raising things and stuff. We have to have a slightly unorthodox cocktail. Not something we would normally go for. So we're going to do that. And then what else were you thinking? You know what I'd like? It's a new car, but I'm stuck with a POS truck. Oh my gosh, a point of sale truck.
Point of sale.
There's nothing wrong with a point of sale truck.
I don't know if it's a point of sale.
Probably should have kept the
truck.
But
hey.
Yeah, exactly. You know, it's a good cube when it sounds like it is. It's a solid cube.
The sound of a good cube.
So excited about Edna's Lunchbox. I think it's not going to be terrible.
No, that's going to be fine.
I like I said, especially since we've had Pilk. We've had Mountain Dew.
We've pilked. We've dilked.
We've dilked. This is going to be an easy. This is an easy challenge, but we appreciate that people wanted to see us try it.
Yeah.
So we will give it our full review, our full tasting.
Yes. With gusto.
So we'll have that. Do you want to have that other Weldwerks beer? Do you just want to have that, or do you want to save that for something?
I don't know if that's just go. I think we should just do wine after that, or if
have you boozy pilked?
If that whiskey shows up, we could do that. I mean, I don't know.
Oh, that's true too. Yeah.
But
at any point when
I think we should do a wine of some sort, or two, depending on how many slots are open.
Okay.
We'll do. But that's what I'm thinking. But
okay.
I'm open,
I'm good with that too.
Okay.
This is a kid-friendly place. It was a kid-friendly drink. Yeah. It was kid-friendly. There was involved milk and Mountain Dew. Like sometimes you just gotta. Sometimes
you gotta say what the dilk.
Sometimes you just gotta what the dilk. It's just it is what it is. But all right, we are going to call it for this evening. Thank you guys all for hanging out. Appreciate you all so much. Everybody that was here. You should try the Bevy Cocktail Wheel of Pain. I will do that for the next subathon. I will try some sort of Wheel of Pain. Like I said, we'll make at least some of the drinks good, but like I said, we'll make something maybe a little funny in that way. Good night, Planty. It was good to see you, brothers.
Good night, everyone. Yes, thanks for joining.
Good to see you, Lucky, everybody.
Thanks for being
Mills,
here.
Everybody, thank you for being here. Kaya as well. Baker.
Lucky and his 1,000th.
1,000th for who was it for again? It was for
Gazebo
Builder.
Gazebo Builder.
Have a great night, you too. You as well. Let's go say hi to Atlas, who is also still raising some money for Game to Give in the Destiny, the Bungie Foundation. So let's go say hi to him. He is super, super nice. He is doing some... he's actually doing some PvE. Shockingly, he usually does a lot of PvP stuff, but he's doing some PvE. Let's go say hi to him, and we will be back on again next week when we know who the Super Bowl winner is.
That's true.
But we're officially going to say, you're going to say the Eagles?
I'm going to say the Eagles.
Okay. That's what I want to happen, but I'll say the Chiefs, just because I think that's probably unfortunately what's going to happen. Grant, it was good to see you as well. Good to see everybody. But yeah, we'll be back on together next week. I'll be on tomorrow morning. We've got a dungeon to go and investigate tomorrow for the first time in Destiny. So I'll be doing that, which should be fun. And then, who knows?
I'm doing all the waves.
Who knows what will happen? You're doing all the waves going on. Okay.
All right. Thank you guys for being here. We really appreciate it. We had fun. Hope you did as well.
Good night.
Good night.